And just like that, May is over. This was a very special month for me as I turned a new age, lost a loved one, and dealt with the growing pains of adulting and life in my mid-20s. If you're new here, hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm currently a corporate girly living in Vancouver who likes to overshare on this YouTube channel. So this episode is an overdue life update as I reflect upon turning 26, the good, the bad, the mundane, and everything in between. Hi guys. I feel like this is very much overdue for a sit down catch up session. It's been a while since I talked to the camera like this. Lots to catch you guys up on. Yeah, let's talk about May. Wow, has it been a month? Let's backtrack a little bit. It is my birthday month. I celebrated my 26th birthday on May 23rd. Yeah, I got to celebrate my birthday with my family and loved ones, which is really nice. And I'm very, very grateful that, I get to spend my day with such close and special people around me that I love dearly. Also, this is one of the birthday gifts from one of my best friends, and it's a kind of coloring kit, painting kit, which I thought we could sit down and do and paint together because I haven't painted in a while and I used to love painting. And so I thought this would be a very therapeutic activity for us to do. I have this little canvas, sort of bamboo thingy with like a plant on it, a little paint kit right here, and paint brushes. So let's get to painting. Yeah, the start of May was when my grandma got very, very sick. She's been sick for the past couple months, but towards the end of April and start of May, like her condition got a lot worse. So she got transferred to the hospital. She passed away. Dealing with the loss of a loved one is new for me because I've never had someone so close to me, pass away. I did need quite a bit of time to process it myself. She has lived such a full, happy, fulfilling, abundant life, and she has left such a legacy for her family and the people around her, and she is and will forever be my hero in life. And so, yeah, the whole thing was such a sudden, and it happened all very, very fast. And so my mom actually flew in from back home to Canada to be with her, but unfortunately, she wasn't able to be here when she passed. Having my mom here has been nice. Yeah, I think I've just been spending a lot of time with family. Got to see my uncles and my uncle's family and my mom for the first time in a while, and that has been really nice. So my birthday was actually my grandma's final funeral ceremony, and so it was just a very, very cozy small gathering with me and my family, and we got to celebrate it again with my mom, my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's mom, and it was very nice and cozy and intimate and lovely, and I honestly feel so lucky and grateful. I turned 26. Another year has passed. I don't feel like I'm 26. I feel like I'm still 22 or something. But I know that I've experienced so much and so much has changed and I've learned so much throughout this past year. I remember like last year when I filmed my life update turning 25 video when I first moved into this apartment, and it's literally a year later, and it's been exactly a year since I have lived and moved in this place, which is crazy to think about because so much has happened here, and it's very, I guess, cathartic and rewarding to like be able to look back on those things and be like, yes, I did all of these things and I'm very proud of myself. I passed my driving test last year. I got my PR when I was 25. I literally got my PR last week, which is amazing. Just the best news. The best birthday gift I could ever ask for. I don't know. I think turning 26 is kind of a funny thing because I thought I would be somewhere else or I would be at a different place in my life when I am 26. Like that's what I thought when I was younger. Now that I'm here, I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I still feel lost and confused and unsure of like what I'm doing. um, what I actually want to do with my life, like as a career. Like I'm still very much, yeah, just like unsure of it all. I think that's okay. I think growing up just means that I am more self aware and I learn more about myself, more aware of who I am and what I want, not necessarily what I want to do for the rest of my life, but just like who I am as a person, what I like, what I dislike, gives me a clear idea or path of a clear sense or clear idea of what I want in the future. But as for now, yeah, happy freaking 26. It's crazy the amount of like videos on YouTube that has been recommended to me about like, oh, turning 30, feeling lost in life and like quitting my 9 to 5 and like, not knowing what to do with my life. And I feel like the algorithms have just been like feeding me these videos because yeah, I've been consuming them religiously. Growing older just means that you are figuring life out, and every year you just get a little bit wiser, a little bit more sure of yourself. I think I've been like really pressured into the idea of like I have to achieve certain goals or milestones by the age of like 25, like 28, 30, and get a job, get a promotion, get engaged, get married, have kids by like the age of 30 and have everything in my life figured out and like buy a freaking house in this economy? Huh? I guess it's more about the external pressure than anything coming from like family. Also, I forgot to paint. Bruh. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're just gonna have fun, okay? Also, just understanding that everyone has their own timeline and, you know, their own life path and what they're working on, and you can't compare your life and timeline to somebody else's because your life is vastly different from everyone else's. Your parents, your family needs to understand that, okay? They can't expect their generations to be the exact same as our generations because it's just not realistic. It's a matter of like drowning out the noises, just focusing on yourself and what you know is best for yourself, and just following your heart and your instinct and your gut. To be where I am right now is because I followed my heart. Without listening to my heart, I would never have been here today. Like, I'm living on my own. I have a job. I live in Vancouver. I have my family living close by. I can support myself. I can have fun and spend money however I want, really reasonably and responsibly, of course. It takes a lot of courage. And I'm not saying this to like brag or anything, but it just means that like it is a lot of hard work. But I feel I've never felt happier and more fulfilled than I am right now. 15-year-old me would have never imagined me right now, like being right here. Life is short and you only live once, okay? As cheesy as that sounds. So just take a risk or take a chance on yourself and follow your dreams or just like do what your heart has been telling you to do. Never want to not do something just because you're scared of taking the risks or you're scared of failure, and which is totally valid. But you never know until you try. It's been proven to me time and time again that I just need to take risks and then I need to take a chance on myself and I need to be more open to new things and experiences and just to open myself up to what life could bring when I get out of my comfort zone. This is actually very therapeutic and I really want to do more of this and just like do things because it brings me joy and happiness and not necessarily for a greater cause, which has definitely been a theme this year. It's just to be in the grind mode and productivity mode all the time, and honestly, it's just exhausting. It's nice to just do things just for the sake of doing it because it is fun and it just brings you joy, and let's normalize that. Okay, so I'm going to start with this section, which is going to be yellow. I honestly don't know what I'm doing and I might fuck this up really bad, but we're just going to do it, okay? What I've also learned during the 25 years of being alive on this earth is that no one will help you but yourself. And the thing is, like, I guess as I get older, I just care less about what other people think of me. And honestly, it has been such a rewarding feeling. I used to care so much about what other people think of me, and it was just exhausting, and it prevented me from living my life and just doing things that I wanted to do and just like being comfortable in my own skin. And it was honestly so suffocating. It took time, and I guess confidence comes with age. And also, one more thing that helps me with confidence is working out and going to the gym, which is something I'm incredibly proud of myself for because I've honestly made it my lifestyle. Honestly, I when I was in college, I had such unhealthy eating habits. Like, I mean, I've had periods where I binge, like I just bought a lot of sweets and like binged them when I was like really stressed from school or like when I had a lot of assignments and I just didn't want to do them. And I was honestly very unhealthy place with food. And I've also had periods where I would work out like excessively and only eating like salads or like skipping meals and always feeling so hungry and calories counting and just thinking about food 24/7, and that was a very unhealthy period as well. It takes trial and error, but I finally at a place where I eat whatever I want. I don't restrict myself, but I know my limits and I can stop whenever I feel full and I don't overeat. And I don't restrict myself. I literally don't. Like if I feel like having a freaking cookie or ice cream, I'm going to have that freaking cookie or ice cream or bubble tea. But I know that like I will work out because I know that I work out so consistently every single day it helps me. So, I guess what this past year has also taught me is that is to just live in the moment more. And I guess I've always used to be such a routine based sort of person. Like, I love my routine so much, and I hate when something disrupts my routine. But this past year has taught me to live in the moment a lot more and to just to cherish the little moments and just like having fun because I feel like I've just been on grind mode for all of my life that I forget to just have fun and be in the moment. I am loving this right now, guys. I actually don't know what I'm doing, so please don't come for me. So I just want to talk a little bit about like life after graduation because I feel like I've just been thrown into the workforce as soon as I graduated like 2 years ago, and I've officially been in the corporate Canada for like 2 years now. So I've been working for 2 years in the corporate world. I'm a marketing girly. I think my honest thought about it is that it's never like what you imagined it to be. It takes a lot of patience and continuous learning. I guess mirroring behaviors of like the people in within the workforce to get used to like working in the corporate world, if that makes sense. I've had like good and bad experience like working like a 9 to 5, corporate job. I get it. It is tiring and draining, but also very rewarding if you're in like a right if you're in the right company and work environment. And I know that that's not the case for most people. Like I've been in a rough patch with like my current job and like it was really really bad towards the end of last year and I felt so burnt out and frustrated and lost and I didn't know if this is the right path. I really wanted to quit my job and like switch careers and like I would do literally anything else but this. I was in a very very dark place around towards like the end of last year, but I think now it's gotten a lot better. I mean, it's still not perfect. No workplace is perfect. I'm starting to see it more as just like a means for me to earn a living to live my life and to not depend on it or like put so much like emotional capacity into it. Like basically I've tried to learn to like detach myself from it like emotionally from work when I find that it's, taking a bit of a toll on my mental health and that it's been affecting me or my mental psyche a bit much like outside of work. But I think my main goal right now with my work and my job is, or my career, I guess, is to continue to learn and to hone in my skills and my expertise and just to find a workplace or environment that I feel like I belong in and that I can see myself being there for a long time, and then I can like gives me the work life balance and security that I need, and then I'll be able to like venture out and like do my own thing and continue to do like content creation, which is something that I love doing. So yeah, having that sort of like peace of mind, like stable income, like from my full time job is definitely essential. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with my 9 to 5. I think a lot of people like romanticize like working 9 to 5 or like being, an entrepreneur full time, working for yourself. But honestly, both sides has pros and cons. And I said I want to quit my job to do full time content creation. And honestly, a lot of people can say that, but not a lot of people can actually pull it off. And the thing with like, working and having like a side hustle or doing content creation on the side is that you're going to have a period of not having work life balance and just constantly grinding and hustling and putting in the work like the 9 to 5 and the 5 to 9 routines, it's going to be a long time before you can actually see sort of the results of your efforts. Most things in life, the things that are worth having, they don't come easy and they take a lot of actual hard work and effort and time and commitment and dedication. So that's why I think focusing more. So that's why I'm still wanting to keep up with, doing content and YouTube because it just genuinely brings me a lot of fulfillment and creativity. It's like a creative outlet for me to express myself, and it will always continue to be that for me. I was honestly very lucky to be able to like get a job like out right after I graduated like 2 years ago. And it was when the market was really, really good and like the economy was picking back up, and a lot of people were hiring like fresh grads. And I was able to get a full time position with this sort of startup that I actually really enjoyed working for. Having that opportunity like really was really valuable for me because it gives me a foot in the door, like a foot in the market, like the job market. I'm so okay, I'm officially like not unemployed anymore. Like I have something in my resume, like I have some sort of experience for me to propel me to, into my career or like workforce. And but now like the market is super bad, and so like, applying for jobs and like interviewing right now, like I'm doing quite a few of them. But yeah, it's been it's been a journey. Okay, I've also lived in this place for a year now, and I've loved every second of it. I've lived alone before, right after I graduated, but this place is honestly perfect for me, and it's like really, really spacious, and for the amount of rent that I'm paying and everything, like it's a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna keep living here for the time being. Another lesson inspired by recent events is that at the end of the day, all that matters is that we are healthy and happy. Our family and our loved ones are happy and healthy. It's not about working all the time and working yourself to the bone or, all these frivolous things. It's about connecting with people, loving ourselves, making experiences that we enjoy, even though it's easier said than done. And I've definitely, as an overthinker myself, I tend to like overthink a lot, and I think a lot about the future and like what I want to do and what I'm capable of, like if I am good enough and all these things. And honestly, it's just exhausting and it's unproductive. And I think what matters is that you just keep doing what you're doing and you have faith in yourself and you just trust the process because it will always work out and the universe will give you what you want and what you are working towards. I'm also gonna go to the gym later, so we might do that. I'm probably gonna have to finish later because I do have to get going, but I am gonna finish this artwork later. But thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I love you guys so much. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.